about to have a powerful conversation so that you all have understanding on where the future is and you can develop your wealth plan. Come on out, my good brother. Now, the wealth plan is also a platform that you have.
Yes.
Right? Where other people have the ability to, is it invest alongside of you?
Yes.
All right, so they have the ability to invest alongside of you, right? What is that exactly? I didn't get to do, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't get to do all my homework. You understand me? I heard about the wealth plan, I looked it up a little bit, but I'm like, I didn't get to get my full dossier.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So I said, I'm just gonna ask them on stage.
Yes, sir.
So, but when it comes to the wealth plan, I've heard you talk about, thinking like on Drinks Champs, giving a breakdown about it. What makes what you're doing with the wealth plan different than what other people are doing in the financial space?
We understand that there are really two specific outcomes that anyone really wants when it comes to their capital. One outcome, obviously, is growth. The other is income. Why? Because income delivers optionality. If you can earn as much as you make as when you trade your time for money, would you still trade your time in that way? If you can earn as much as you make as when you trade your time for money, would you trade your time for money in the same way? I had to actually have that conversation with my baby sister, right? My baby sister has spent her entire life in higher education. Her life changed when she had 3 beautiful babies. And in 2020, when the schools shut down, she had a revelation because she got to spend valuable, really invaluable time with those young seeds. And I said, Joy, if you could earn as much income as you do when you trade your time for money, would you trade your time for the same activity? She said no. I said, okay, well, it's time to learn. Many of our members are earning 3, 4, 5, 7, 11% per month on their capital. And this is not being done in the buy side of trades. It's being done on the sell side. The sell side is really designed to put our members in the seat of the house, the casino, the lottery, not the gambler, but the owner of the casino. What does that mean? If you think about the New York State Lottery, the New Jersey State Lottery, if you go and buy a ticket and you don't win, do you get a refund? No, you don't, right? But if you go and buy a ticket and you do win, the state still wins because that big prize you get, 50% is going back to them, right? If you take the lump sum, right? So, believe it or not, the financial markets have that same kind of opportunity where you can basically sell to the speculators. And our club is specifically designed to put our members in the mindset and mentality of owners. And that's a theme that we keep coming back to this evening. Sovereignty of your capital, sovereignty of your data, sovereignty of your relationships, sovereignty of your knowledge that will get you to the place that you aspire to be. That's really, I think, just scratching the surface of our differentiation, but that is, of all the work that I've done, some of the most important work because of the change I have seen in the lives of those who understand better and with greater clarity how to truly navigate the financial ecosystem of which we're a part in America.
When it comes to like assets, trading, stock market, things of that nature, even IP, economics is going to change in a completely different way. And the reason it's important is because our people are going to get hit the hardest. The hardest. Out of everybody, we going to get hit the hardest. Because what we don't know will hurt us fast. And things are what they call it, the accelerationists. They're trying to speed up the downfall of America. So in its rebirth, they have control. And the ways that we are able to make money and the frivolousness of our spending, you will not be able to afford that in the future. So things that you are able to take for granted, you will no longer be granted that privilege. And it's going to hit you so fast, you're going to wish you paid attention years ago, right? And so the hardest things to get us to pay attention to are the most necessary things. It's easy to lead us in the wrong direction. It's hard to lead us in the right. Right? They know that long-term thinking for people that's often in survival mode goes out the window. Right? They know that when it comes to sitting down and learning, when you barely have focus, that's out the window. And when you break the community, we don't have permission to use each other in a valuable way. Right? That's what they really destroy, and it destroys our wealth because we think we're alone even when we're in a room full of people. You feel me? So the true wealth plan at the end of the day is our unity. Because if you are alone, you are in danger, right? I love the Japanese system of a Keiretsu, right, where you have a group of companies investing in each other. And I took that idea, and that's what I was coming into the nation building with, like, how do you take people that have horizontal businesses or vertical infrastructures, and you get them to invest and get small bases of equity in each other? And the Japanese did that because after World War II, they was trying to figure out how do we maintain our resilience so that any outside forces don't destroy our businesses while we're going through economic calamity and trying to rebuild. So I thought about that model for our people because we practice capitalism, right, which puts us in consistent competition with each other, but they practice harmony capitalism, where it's not just about scalability, it's about sustainability. How do we not just optimize for capital, but how do we optimize for loyalty? How do we keep people inside the circle of trust? You understand me? Once they find them a source of trust. So now those people are not thinking about retiring because the business infrastructure is consistently set up to make sure you have a certain quality of life.